Skenfrith Castle is one of the three castles of Gwent, along with Grosmont and White Castle, and the only low-lying fortress of the three castles. The castle was founded by Norman Lord William Fitz Osbern in the early 12th century. The fortification was established in the wake of the invasion of England to protect the route from Wales to Hereford. The castle comprised earthwork with timber defences. In 1135, a major Welsh revolt took place, and in response, King Stephen brought together Skenfrith Castle and its sister fortifications of Grosmont and White Castle to form a lordship known as the Three Castles, which continue to play a role in defending the region from Welsh attack for several centuries. The Three Castles controlled a large area of confrontational border country between the River Wine and the Black Mountains, with Skenfrith occupying a strategic spot on the banks of the River Monnow, overlooking one of the main routes between Wales and England. In 1187, the engineer Ralph Grosmont was introduced by King Henry II to rebuild the castle in stone. The eastern wall and possibly northeastern tower of the castle, built in totally different style to the rest of the fortress, was constructed by Ralph. However, Henry II cancelled the building work in 1188 as he considered it as unnecessary. In 1201, King John gave the castle to a powerful royal official, Hubert the Birth. In 1219, Hubert Birth began to build the other three sides of the unfinished castle and signed it in stone. His work is characterized by the fine and high batter on the north, south and west sides of the castle. However, before a year had ended, the castle was devastated by heavy flooding in the Monnow Valley. Hubert filled the interior of the first castle with river gravel and built a new castle on top of the first one. The hull of this first castle still remains, having been buried in gravel from 1220 until the 1950s excavations. In 1239, the castle was seized by King Henry III, who in 1244 placed a lead roof on top of the King's Tower. The round tower in the middle of the castle was the last part of the fortress constructed by Hubert Birth, and it's not, as it's often stated, built on the old castle moat. The recent excavations conclusively proved that this tower was built on top of the 13th century gravel used to infill the first castle of 1219. In 1254, Skenfrith Castle and its sister notifications were granted to King Henry's eldest son and later king, Prince Edward. Edmund, the heir of Lancaster, was given the three castles in 1267, and for many centuries they were held by the earldom, later Duchy of Lancaster. No additional work was done at Skenfrith for a while. Further repairs were carried out to the tower and gates under King Henry VI. King Edward I's conquest of Wales in 1282 had removed much of the castle's military utility, although it continued to be used as an administrative centre. By 1538, Skenfrith Castle had fallen into disuse and then into ruin. In 1825, the three castles were sold off to Henry Somerset, the Duke of Beaufort. It was eventually acquired by the lawyer Harold Sands, who carried out some conservation of the site. Eventually, he gave the castle to the National Trust. Skenfrith Castle was placed into the care of the state in 1936, and extensive repair work was carried out. Today, the castle is managed by CADU and protected under UK laws as a Grade II listed building.